Okay, so this is a engine rebuild slash refresh part two. Um, we finally got the rods in. We upgraded from the old MMR I-beam rods to an H-beam style rod. It's K1 Technologies with an ARP 2000 rod bolt, as you can see right there. These are used. I got a really good deal on them. Normally they're like $650 or more. Got them for a little bit cheaper than that, so that is the main reason why we went with these. And the next couple of things that we got in were the rod bearings and the piston rings. Now, the rod bearings I actually already had. I should have showed you guys last time. So I rebuilt one of my good friend's engines earlier this year, or maybe it was last year, I can't remember. Anyways, turns out when I bought these bearings, they did not work in his engine. So I kind of had to eat the price of these things. Kept them around. I figured maybe I could use them in the future. They're a Clevite coated bearing. I'll open them up and show you what the coating looks like on them. Their standard thickness. If I can get this thing out of here without messing it up. Alright, so there it is. So normally when you look at a new bearing, it has just kind of a silver shiny look to the surface. These have some kind of coating on them. I'm not exactly sure what the coating does. If I had to take a guess, I would say it probably helps with friction or something. Maybe makes the bearing a little bit stronger. I have no idea. Like I said, I bought these, couldn't use them, so I'm going to toss them in mine since I have them. So put that up. So on to the next thing that we got in. We got Total Seal Advanced Profiling steel rings, AP steel rings. So the significance to the steel rings is mainly the steel top ring. There you got your oil control rings. And you have, this would be your second ring, and then the top ring. So the significance to these steel rings, steel top ring, you can see right there, steel top. Anyways, the significance to these is that they will handle more heat, more pressure than your typical moly coated top ring, which is really crucial whenever you're talking about trying to make a lot of horsepower, putting a lot of boost to an engine and putting a lot of heat into the combustion chamber, a lot more heat than you would normally have. So there you have it, the piston rings, the rod bearings, the new rods. So now that I went with new rods and the new wrist pins, the weight of my rotating assembly has changed. So now all of this stuff has to go off to the machine shop and the rotating assembly has to be rebalanced. So you have to take into account the weight of all the rods, the pistons with the new wrist pins, the rod bearings. I believe I'm going to need to send them, and I'm pretty sure they take into account the weight of the rings on the pistons as well. So all of this stuff will be going. I've already got the crankshaft already packaged up. The crankshaft's hard to see, but it's in there. And the pistons with the wrist pins already installed are packed up and ready to go to the machine shop. One more update. This really doesn't have to do with the engine, but I'm just going to put it in the same video. Swapped over from the power steering, the Hydro Boost power steering and power brakes over to a manual steering setup. Went with a Unisteer manual rack. the Unisteer steering shaft right here. It's a pretty nice piece. The only thing with this is like if you buy a Maximum Motorsports steering shaft, I'm pretty sure it bolts right in. This thing required a little bit of, I guess, fabrication. Not really much. I don't even know if you call it fabrication. It wasn't that hard, but this portion right here had to be cut to length, and then I had to put a notch in it because there's a bolt that goes through on the back side of this knuckle, and you have to notch this shaft right here to clear that bolt. So other than that, the steering shaft went on really well. Really nice product. There is the adapter, the billet adapter block for the manual brakes. That's a UPR piece, and the lighting in here is bad, so it doesn't really do it justice. This is a really nice piece, billet aluminum. And then over here, I have the Strange manual brake master cylinder. So we'll be putting that in and be running all new brakes. So that's really all I got for this update. I'm going to be gone for a little while, so you guys probably won't see a video from me for, let's just say, at least a month. You guys probably won't see a video from me, so I'll have some friends take this stuff to the machine shop and get it balanced for me. And then when I get back, I'm going to keep you guys updated with the rest of the engine build and hopefully make some pretty cool time-lapse videos of putting the engine together. That's all I got for now. I'll talk to you guys later.